What is up, everybody? So I'm on break right now, and I thought, hey, let's do the Heroic Trail Guide. I wanted to do it last night, but there wasn't like a good opportunity for me to do it in between work and everything, and so I'm gonna do it now. This was a little shaky because I've been trying to do it without a healer. Might need a healer, who knows, but I have been able to consistently do it without a healer. I'm probably gonna mess it up this time and die. But we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna explain what I did, what my thought process was, and then what I recommend. All right, so it is physical. The enemy is Bell, the new Argonaut, the dual wielding one. I will never remember his name, so I'm always going to call him the dual wielding Argonaut, just so you guys know. So anyway, the enemy is the Argonaut. He is weak to nothing. He is 50% resistant to everything except physical, wind, earth, and fire. Okay, so it's gonna limit what we can use a lot, but the newer units are wind, or not wind, the new units are fire, and then we have Chloe, which is earth, and a physical resist buffer and debuffer. So that's cool. It's gonna help a lot that we have her. So we do want the Christmas Chloe first and foremost. Then I'm using AOT Eyes. This is not the best choice, but it is physical and wind, so that's going to help a lot. Then I am using the new Crozo and the new Argonaut, both almost max ascended. So that's going to help a lot. And this is a little, like, it's not difficult. He's difficult to deal damage to. It's not really difficult to survive, per se, because I'm doing it without a healer. But it's difficult to deal damage just because he's not weak to anything. He's resistant to everything. So anyway, yeah, that's the thought process is try to do as much damage as possible, and these units are going to do a good amount of damage. So I would just say they need to be physical units, so use physical units, but physical units, non-elemental or earth, fire, and wind, and just have them do as much damage as possible, just your best units of those types. They can be non-elemental, like I said. Honor Session Bell would be great for this. I'm not using him, but he would be great for this. So anyway, then we're going to have a physical or a strength debuffer for your opponents. That's going to be my Summer Hestia, where we can also use Onsen Hestia. There's the 3-stars, which are the Hephaestus's. You can check those out. You can use physical buffers, physical resist buffers, which is, I believe, also a 4-star Hephaestus. So there's a bunch of options for that. I just like to use the Summer Hestia. Then you need a healer. So I'm using Kunoichi Goddess Hestia. You can use any healer. This has a strength buff, which is why I'm using it, because I do want to deal more damage. However, you don't really have to use it with the strength buff. You can use any healer, but this is the one I usually opt for. I'm using MP gain because I do want to beat it before turn 9. I believe that that's one of the conditions. Yeah, but before turn 9. So I want to get the extra MP. You can use line, but it is resistant. He is resistant to light, so that's not going to be as effective. So I'm using Seer. My Seer is not MLB, so just any old Seer will work. You don't even have to use Seer. You can just put in like an assist that does more damage, or maybe more physical resist in there if you don't have Seer, so that won't be a big deal at all. And then I have just another physical resist down for my opponent, so it's just going to help deal a little bit more extra damage. Like I said, I'm trying to deal as much damage as possible, get it done as fast as possible, so that my team will survive without a healer. I would say if you don't have this set up, just go ahead and throw a healer in instead of like AOTIs. Like, throw a healer in instead of one of the damage dealers. You may not be able to deal to survive or to kill before turn 9 on EX, but you'll be able to survive. So yeah, anyway, that's the plan. Let's see if it works. Also, I have all physical armors, which Swift armors on, I believe that's what it's called. So I'm gonna buff, and then I'm gonna debuff. So I usually don't do this, but I am gonna debuff with him and then buff with him. The reason I'm debuffing is because I want to take as little damage as I possibly can turn 1, and if I buff with Chloe and then also debuff with Crozo, I'm gonna take like as little damage as I possibly can turn 1. Then I'm just going to go ahead and fire resist down, get a little bit more extra damage in there. And then I am going to use Bell's second skill because it has an HP regen. And I'm going to use that every 2 turns or 3 turns, whatever the cooldown is, I'll check. Oh, it's 1 turn. Wow, okay, so I am going to use it on turn 4. So I'm going to skip a turn, and then I'm going to use it on turn 4. And I'll show you guys why. So, well, I'll tell you guys why. It's because it deals a lot of damage on turn 4, or on turn 5. So you need as much health on turn 4 as you possibly can have. And that's why I want to regen health. Because on turn 5, like I said, it's going to deal a lot of damage. Yeah, that's going to be fine. And we're going to go back to defend. I'm just going to cycle through the 2 on Chloe. Like, I'm not that worried about the little extra damage that we're getting off Chloe. So, oh, and this will also be a good chance for me to demonstrate the combination skills. And I do think the combination skills are dope. Like, they look super good. They look super good. I like them. I like them a lot. I'd never used one until I was actually practicing for this last night. I was like trying to get the setup, trying to get everything working correctly, and I just happened upon one of the skills. I hadn't like looked into doing them yet, looked into how to do them yet. I was just kind of, I don't know, I was just waiting because I haven't really been doing Record Buster this season yet. Been busy, but yeah, it was super cool. Like, they have their own animations and everything. Like, I thought it would be a lot less cool than it was, but it was actually super cool. Alright, now I have 2 MPs, or MPs, I have 2 special arts right now, and I'm going to go ahead and pop them both off now, actually. So I'm going to do Crozo and then Bell, and that should be good. This might kill, to be honest. My MP, or my special arts have been killing, especially with the combo attack. The combo attack's doing like an extra like 100,000, 150,000 damage, and that's helping a lot. So yeah, there's 1. Here's number 2 coming in. And I should at least be able to kill it by turn 9. If not, I don't know what happened. I have not crafted Crozo's weapon yet. I have, but I haven't upgraded it, so he's not using it. I did craft Bell's weapon. Argonaut's. And Argonaut's weapon, so here's the combo attack. It's so cool. It reminds me of something out of like Memory Defrag. Like, it just has that effect to me. It looks so cool. But Crozo's weapon I actually crafted at 350 damage. Like, it was at max damage when I crafted it, and that's dope. It's never happened to me with something that like I'd actually been trying to get before. So that is the battle. It has been working pretty well, especially if you have Bell and Crozo. I think that you should be pretty good on this one. Bell and Crozo is pretty much all you need. Bell for the HP regen, Crozo for the debuff. It's going to be pretty straightforward. They're also both fire, so it's not resistant to them. But that's all you're going to really need. You know, it's not that bad. It is a little hard to deal damage, like I said, but if you do have some units that can deal damage, it's not that hard to survive. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope that helped. I hope you enjoyed the video. If it did help, leave a like and subscribe if you would like to do that. I will be redoing the giveaway. I tweeted about that a little while ago. I already made a thumbnail for it, so I'm going to be doing it pretty soon, maybe tonight. We'll see how that goes. I'm off tonight, so I'll probably do it after work. So stay tuned for that. Good luck to whoever gets it. I will be doing the same giveaway with the same people. I guess if you want to go ahead and enter in that video, you can just go ahead and look back. I'm not going to link it right now. I'm on break, so I'm kind of rushed for time. But you guys can go ahead and check that video out. And yeah, enter there if you want. And I'll be doing the giveaway later today. So thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.